G'day and kia ora, this is the Anzac Gamer, also known as Angel885, and welcome back to the Anzac Gaming channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic time lately. It's, you know, what it is. But anyway, as you can tell by the video's title, this is a vlog, and it's basically my goals for the channels for this year. So I'm going to get straight into this. The first thing that I have set out for me to do this year is to increase the frequency and be more consistent, be it with a series and with to be more consistent with series and overall arching themes of the channel. So the channels are gaming and tech related channels, and increase the frequency as in I'm looking at possibly adding a second video into the week with a middle of the week something special, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Basically, one of the things I've noticed is that the quality of my videos is not consistent, be it the audio is not consistent, or just the editing style isn't consistent. Things I'm still working on, but eventually I'm hopefully going to get there soon. So everything starts falling into place, and you can expect a consistent flow and a consistent style of video that is uniquely me. And there's a couple of series that I'm sort of tossing around with games that I enjoy playing. One of them I don't particularly want to play until it's actually finished. It's one of the early access titles that I'm sort of sitting on. I'm trying to avoid. I need to stop watching the likes of IGP as it's giving spoilers for a certain game I've got my eye, which was in my top 3 EA games to look out for. The second thing, so that's the first goal. The second goal is, so I've only got 2 really. The second goal is to start doing Twitch streams. You might be going, oh, why don't you just use YouTube, or why don't you do some other thing? Well, Twitch has a very large community to start. So Twitch has got a lot of legs within it. There's a lot of community there. I can get support. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to find support fairly easy for any hiccups and stuff that I might come across when trying to do a stream. But the biggest reason that I would be doing, the biggest reason I want to do Twitch is that it's going to be a tool. The idea is to grow the channels, be with whatever tools are at my disposal. I've been working what feels like fairly hard with Twitter, being on top of Twitter and making sure that if the people that I follow that run in the same themes or similar channels to me in some way, shape or form, I'm engaging with them and being part of their community, and hopefully that community becomes my community too. You might be thinking, well, you're just trying to steal people. I'm not trying to steal people. I am trying to be active within those communities, getting my name out there. It's social networking 101, people. It's what you do. If you want to get your name out somewhere, you go to a community, or you go to a place where what you are trying to do is within the same similar kind of circles, so that you grow with them. So that's how that works. Now, basically the biggest thing is, why am I doing all this? Why am I doing all this? Why am I being on YouTube? Why am I? Because of the money, partly. I'm gonna be straight up and honest. Partly, if I can make $1 or $2 out of it, why not? Helps me. It helps me financially. It eases stress for me financially. If I'm making $1 or $2 at the moment, I'm not monetizing because I feel that my content isn't quite there yet. When my content gets to that quality point, then I'll look at monetizing. I'll look at setting up a Patreon. I'll look at doing these sort of things. So there's that. But ultimately, the reason I'm doing it is because this is a creative outlet for me. everybody has their hobbies. Everybody does things that are creative. Some people do paintings, and others do music and photography and carpentry and sculpting and other artistic forms. Me, this is what I do. I get to play a little bit with photography in terms of working with Photoshop, and that's very loosely in the way that I create thumbnails. The other thing that's for me is obviously I'm making videos. I can, I do that sort of thing. The other thing that I enjoy doing is that I'm learning. So I like to learn, I like to read, I like to experiment, I like to do stuff that involves thinking and working with my brain and making it do what it's supposed to do. If the brain is like a muscle, people, the more you find ways to exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So that's what I'm going for there. So I'm learning about editing and other things like special effects and how to put those effects in using the NLE that I'm using, and learning on trial and error for video production, what makes a good video, what makes a bad video. Still trying to work with my audio. I think my audio is getting there. I'm hoping to get a new actual proper mic rather than what I'm using, which is just a Rode video mic. A proper mic like a Blue Yeti or one of the microphone that a friend of mine is actually looking at, which is the Rode NT USB mic. Looks really good. The fact that it comes with a pop filter is even better. But there's that. But the other reason is I'm doing this to enable opportunities that I would otherwise not generally have gotten or would be getting. So the opportunity to possibly travel and cover conventions, that's something that's in the back of my mind. I would like to be able to do that. It would have been fantastic to have been able to go to CES this year. Or just to go to CES in general and cover off all the computer tech, because that's my interest. Cover off that sort of stuff. To go to EB Games Expo and cover off some of the Expo stuff, some of the upcoming games, go to PAX, that sort of thing. It would be really cool to actually even meet up, to have collaborations with other YouTubers that are, not so much YouTubers, but other content creators that are in my circle. So it'd be great to be able to do collaborations with, which I tried to do early days with my mate Kazi. Haven't done one of those. It would be great to do a collaboration with him again. It'd be great to collaborate with Top Hats and Champagne, or do a collaboration with Blunty, which all three of those guys, and Fringy, and all these people are actually Australian content creators. It would be great to do a collaboration with Bullet Barry and just other YouTubers out there. It would be great to be able to do that. And you might be going, well, why? And it's like, because at the end of the day, at my age, one of the things I've found, and I've always known it, is life will not just give you opportunities. Opportunities are things that will present themselves provided that you work for them. If you make them happen, they will happen. So I have to work. I have to work hard. I have to work hard on growing my channels. I have to work hard on doing this sort of stuff. I have to work hard on making consistent quality content. And the only way that's going to happen is by working hard, using the tools that are available to me, like Twitter and Facebook and Twitch. And that is where my channel is going. That is what I want to. That is where exactly I want to take my channel. So, yeah, one of the other things that you'll notice coming up is the way I sign off. I haven't been able to work out a good way of doing it, so you know what? I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do any call to actions anymore. I'm not going to do that. I think that's going to... I don't end the videos very well, so I'm not going to bother with doing calls to action. You guys all know what to do. I don't need to ask you to do it. You know what you're doing. So, I'm going to leave this video right here. Thank you all so much for stopping by and watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.